This is the first audio podcast that I'm doing, and it won't be the last. With that out the way, let's get it. Hi, I'm Island at the front, no D at the end, but call me Ayano. And do you know how easy it is to calculate how much you're exactly going to spend inside of a store? Like, it's stupidly easy. You could really take a calculator in the store or just use your phone and calculate it. Right? And I'm noticing this as I come from freaking Dollar General. I'm like, bro, does anybody not know how to calculate? Like, they're just guesstimating and being like, yes, that should be enough. When really, I would focus on asking for, not even asking, but just grab a receipt or just ask anybody what the tax percentage is on there. Because all you have to do is just add in everything that you are going to buy, and then you add it with the percentage, because it's automatically going to add that percentage. Let's say, for example, everything in your cart costs $10. If the store taxes it at 10%, then that means that when you put in that calculator, it'll be $11, because 10% of 10 is $1. So the calculator will read it. And you can try this right now. Put 10 plus 10 and add the percentage after that second 10, and it'll give you 11. And it's so easy because, right, especially if you live in the Southeast, like, the tax will either be $9, 10, or 11, and 11 is the highest, meaning they extra taxing. You feel what I'm saying? But dang near everything over here taxes at the same rate. So even if something costs something over here and something costs something over there, that percentage tax is the detriment, or is really the defining factor in whether or not something can cost $10 more or $10 less. And it's so easy to do it. Like, you don't even have to understand math. That's the biggest thing. But people be so guesstimating. They be like, okay, I have enough of this, and this. But they don't really take into consideration how taxes factor into it. Like, it's not even about the subtotal. You look at the subtotal and you be like, oh, with tax, that's probably going to be a little bit over. Right? Like, there's nothing wrong with getting help from your calculator, bro. Especially if you know that it'll give you the accurate amount. Especially once you know that that third decimal point, that's what they round up to. Meaning, if something is, after taxes are added, is $6.25. Well, let me be precise. If after taxes is 6.258, they're going to round it off to 6.26. They're going to round it off to the nearest decimals to equal that cent. That's how, when people would do this, some people would get confused and be like, why is it this when it should be a cent less? Even though I ain't tripping about a cent. It's kind of weird that they're off with the math when really they're not off. They're just rounding to the nearest cent decimal point. Basically rounding to the nearest penny. So yeah, the next time that you shop up in a store, I highly recommend, and I do mean highly recommend, that you just go and purchase exactly what you want for your bang of the, you know what, hold on, because I'm getting tongue twisted. Next time you go into the store and you see the subtotal, don't guess. If you have your phone or if you have an extra calculator, and those calculators are like $1.10 after tax, or $1.11, depending on where you go. You see? And that's the defining factor. Depending on where you go, they tax differently. And if you know the tax rate at which they tax you at different stores, you can maneuver around that. Again, the next time you going somewhere, just go use your phone, because I already got a calculator in there. If you got an older phone, just use a calculator that's physical. Either way, just type in the amount, the subtotal amount, then just press plus, then 10% or 9% or 11%. Or if you're in the LA area, Arizona, if you know your tax rate and if it's placed on your receipt, because it has to be. Otherwise, I think that's again, you know what? I'm gonna have to look up why they have to place those percentages on there. But I do know that no matter where you go, those percentages are placed on there. So if you know the percentages on there, you can calculate exactly how much a specific thing is. And here's another one. And I'm gonna use this as an example. Let's say in California, their tax rate is 12.98%. And I want to buy a t-shirt for, say, $11.50. So I would put $11.50 in the calculator, and then I'll press plus 12.98%. And boom, that's $12.99. It's not gonna round off to $3. That's just exactly how much it costs after taxes are applied. Meaning this thing probably was on sale, but you see how important taxes are. Not in filing them, but sales tax in terms of how Dollar General, Target, Walmart, Panera Bread, Starbucks, even McDonald's, no matter where you go, they're gonna tax you. So finding your way to maneuver around that is very important. Okay. And we're not even finna get into how the tax system both helps and hurts our society. That's for another freaking podcast. But stay peaceful, blessed up, miracle of another that you will appreciate what's taken care of. By the divine and wonderful of our highest source, God is with everyone that truly and genuinely and deeply cares about you deeper than the souls. Always remember that here you are loved. We care about you here if no one else does. I do know that no matter what, we are always here to give you that listening ear. Don't be afraid to talk to us. Don't be afraid to talk with us. We're here for you when you need us. Community tab is always on my YouTube. Hit that up. I'm always willing to listen. I ain't judging. I'm only here to listen. Okay? Now come in for this hug. Yeah, come in. And as always, a shape is out of the